Get a sudden downpour onto ground already saturated and you've got a flash flood. And this can happen almost anywhere. If your home or business stands in the path of the torrent, you'd better be ready, or the water is coming in. But for this company, it was business as usual, because they were prepared with Floodsax. One small lightweight carton holds 20 Floodsax, vacuum packed for convenience in bundles of 5. A 3-minute soak in water activates the Floodsax, increasing their size and weight from 20 grams to an astonishing 25 kilograms. Now you can use Floodsax in place of a sandbag, holding water back and diverting water flows. But unlike sandbags, Floodsax are compact and lightweight until activated, making them convenient, easy and cost-effective to store and to transport. So how well do Floodsax perform in a real flood situation? The results speak for themselves. Floodsax can remain in place for up to 3 months, and once they've done their job, they are easily disposed of, because they are 100% biodegradable. For this company, it really was business as usual.
It can come up very, very quickly. There's not a lot of warning. When the flood levels rise, it comes down the drive and you can see the state of the flooding at the moment. Now we've got the Floodsax, we're managing to hold the flood away. Everything's dry in here with no problems. It'll save us a lot of money.
Floodsax are particularly effective when used in a doorway. Because an unactivated Floodsax can soak up over 100 times its weight in water, all you have to do is to place a couple of unactivated Floodsax behind the door, and they will soak up any seepage that might leak through from outside. Several hours later, these Floodsax are still doing their job, soaking up any seepage. Floodsax hold water back, divert water flows, and can even soak up water. Their effectiveness has been proven time and again in trials and in real flood situations. And the big advantage is in their 5-year shelf life, their compact size and their light weight. A single carton holds 20 Floodsax, each one ready for use in minutes. Keep Floodsax on hand, ready to respond to any flood emergency, and avoid the cost and the heartache that flooding would bring to your home or business.
Hello, I'm Shirley. I live in Todmorden, and since 1980 I've been flooded 4 times. I'm sitting outside my back door, and underneath you can see some sandbags which I can't hold anymore because they're too heavy. I'm afraid of summer thunderstorms. That's when I get panicky. I'm going to show you how I'm going to use them in case of a flood. This is very easy and very light to hold. I'm going to fold 1 in 2 like that and put it behind the floodboard. I think I'm going to do about 2/3 on the doorstep and 1/3 at the floodboard. Well, you can see now that the Floodsax are in situ, as it were, so I'm going to put some water on to secure them in place, and this is all I'm going to do. Okay, now I'm going inside. Let Floodsax do the job. Before I go, I just want to remind you that I've got 2 Floodsax on the inside in case there's any seepage. This is my backup. Here we are, you can see the Floodsax are in place. We've poured water on them, they're fully energised, they're doing the job, and I'm going to keep dry from now on.
Very impressive.
Very good.
Yes, yes, I think it's an excellent product.
Yeah, the product's brilliant, and it's proved itself just in terms of what we've seen.
What did you think of its strongest points are?
Well, it's the ease of moving them, really. I mean, it's the fact that they can be moved by even a frail elderly lady could move those.
But also the storage issue too, on the basis that you can have these quite easily before the flood, whereas actually you can't put sandbags before the flood, because if you have no flood, within a fairly short amount of time they degrade. So, impressed.
Very good product.
Thank you very much.